Let's next take a peek on the 3.21.1 patch notes. So this is the full 3.21.1 patch, much bigger than a .1, a normal .1. I think there's more in this than was in any 3.17 patch. Just saying. So let's take a peek. We still have a lot of known issues that are really, really bad. UGF's AI can still fall through the floors, and then you can't kill them to finish the mission, which is pretty rough. We know this one is a problem, like player losing loadout when dying in Armistice, because I think that's because the hospitals don't have inventories or something. Let's see. We still have players can desync when transitioning from EVA to one ship to another. So that's a big problem. Invalid sell price when selling specific items. Nothing too bad, but the known issues list is much larger than they show here, right? The known issues is the entire game. Big feature, ship trespass. They touched a lot of weird edge cases there, but essentially, if you are not in a party and you go into someone's ship, you are considered hostile and they can defend that ship. Think stand your ground laws, kind of. The new mission, Data Heist, sounds really cool, actually, because there's multiple levels of it, to the point where you actually want to build rep with these guys to get that more difficult mission, because you need more of your friends to play with, and it becomes a more multi-crew scenario, which I really like. So I'm actually going to take a good hard look at these, which will be really cool. And then they added the Argo SRV, the Crusader C1, and the Tumbril Storm. For locations, they adjusted the glare. We talked about that the other day, which is like thank goodness. And FPS AI behavior, they're bringing in the Squadron 42 AI, but we know how that works in live servers. They don't. The big one for me is Tractor Beam V2, which still needs a lot of love. I think there's a lot of feedback around tractor beams, and we really, really need those to be better. But this is a damn good start, gotta say. I love the idea of what tractor beams already are, what they could be, and if they do listen to feedback, my goodness, they can be a really, really good time, I think. Temporary towing halt for mission spawn ships, because it basically breaks the game. You're welcome. I think I might have been the first person to move a salvage ship, and the mission team was like, oh no. Wicked Disaster. Due to the intention of making this a PvP experience, we've not enabled towing at these mission ships while we update the design, because, yeah, it completely breaks Wake. If you can move Wake somewhere else, like, imagine being able to tow all the Wake ships out, and everybody goes to Wake and nothing's there, and you're just scooping everything from it in a different location. It actually makes sense to do that. But from a gameplay standpoint, from that mission, it would be crazy, right? Cover up and illegal salvage. These will give you crimes, as you won't have permission to tow them. Okay. Legal salvage can still be tracted, but causes potential griefing issues we're working on with a resolution, but we likely won't see it in 3.21.1. New player experience, new babbage. New player experience is there. No big deal. Ground radar sensitivity edition. I talked about this when we watched ISC. Basically, it allows ground vehicles to see each other at larger ranges than ships can see them, which I think is their intention of making ground gameplay and how they want it to work. So I didn't read the cover-up illegal fully. These will give you crimes, as you won't have permission to tow them. However, the mission will still work and resolve correctly. Cover up, you can drag them far enough away from the inspection site, and the mission will complete as security can't find the ship. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. That's a cool wrinkle to it. Nice. I like that they did that, I guess. ASOP slow for anyone else? Dude, You're in game during IAE. Ships and vehicles, the headlight refactor was another really good. You know, I said that they didn't do quality of life. There's some good quality of life here. Even with pushing it out really fast, for a ship sale, there's I gotta say the headlight refactor is a big quality of life thing. The mass balance stuff is all so fluid right now and crazy, and then yeah, Tumbril Nova tweaks, Crusader Spirit tweaks, and then a lot of bugs, but all these bugs are typically fixed in the PTU cycle, so it's not really anything crazy. Siege, big changes with big quotations around them. It still feels very much like Siege, people rushing ahead of you, and not too great. 3.21.1, single weapon elimination featuring railguns. Why railguns? Pistols always made sense. Railguns proved to be a not very fun thing to use in Gun Rush, so I don't know why they went with railguns personally. I feel like snipers would have been cool, or anything other than railguns and maybe grenade launchers. So that was an interesting choice. Maybe it's to balance them better. So I will be playing that, but yeah. And then the Tumbril Storm has been added to the experimental mode for Tank Royale. Ship inclusion balance. Oh, okay. We'd like to collect analytics and feedback on more inclusive allowed vehicle lists for all game modes, allowing you to try non-meta strategies or practice modes like Vandal Swarm with non-combat ships, preparing you for attacks in the verse. Duel and Battle Royale will remain exclusive to light and medium combat ships, but Squadron Battle, they added a bunch of things. And then Pirate and Vandal Swarm, they've added Aegis Reclaimer and the Aegis Reclaimer Best in Show. What else? I mean, you should add the C2. You should add literally everything, I feel like, to that. Like, Pirate and Vandal Swarm single player should not be... There should be no ships that should be avoided in that, I feel like. Just because. And then scoring balance. I mean, this is... Holy crap. A lot of stuff that isn't super relevant to me personally, so I'm not going to go through them in any detail because I wouldn't understand the balance of them, but cool. I'm excited to check the patch out. Tractor beams are something I'm so excited for the type of gameplay I enjoy. So I'm going to jump in the patch right now after checking this out. So thanks for checking that out with me. And yeah, 3.21.1. Not as interested in the ship sales, but it is one of those patches that it's kind of monumental because it's going to change the way we play. Vehicle tractor beams are such a big thing.